What you take on women who do nothing but expect everything? Okay, let me get comfortable for this one. Ungrateful. Entitlement. It is the story of the modern day, the average modern day woman. I won't say all women, but the average modern day woman has been put on a pedestal so fucking much that they really do believe that you were born to serve them. And not that you're human, but you literally were, as a man, you were born to serve this woman. And she feels like she's owed the world. Keyword is owed. You know what I'm saying? Entitlement. She believes that she is owed the world, and she has done not a fucking thing to earn said privilege in life. What have you done with your life to deserve anything? And how do people deserve shit? I'm still waiting for a justifiable explanation where someone deserves something. But because you were in a bad relationship, you deserve to be in a good one. No one made you be with that person. This is not Africa or India or any place where there are arranged marriages. No, you made the choice, and you have consequences that come with said choice for being with a toxic individual. Now, it's not your fault that you were brought up maybe in toxicity and it just seems normal to you, but men go through fucked up ass relationships too. You know what I'm saying? Like, to come off as if, oh no, he gotta be like this. You know what I mean? Cause I deserve this shit, and it's like, no, bitch, you don't. No, you don't deserve a fucking thing. You gotta earn your shit just like everybody else. You go into a relationship believing that somebody owes you something, you've already fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how this shit gonna work. It's not gonna work, especially for a man who understands his value as a man, and as far as like how this dating thing operates. You know what I mean? Like, for you to come off as if we should bow at your feet, and just because you exist, you got us all the way fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't special. I hate to tell you this. You're not special. But also, on the flip side, he's not special. How about you try this? How about you just try to treat somebody like a fucking human? Treat them with respect. Just treat them with respect. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I mean? Get to know somebody. Don't feel like you have them all figured out, if you will. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, believing that you are God's gift to this world. Great to be confident, but if your confidence believes that you're better than others, that's more ego than that is the soul. You know what I'm saying? The soul knows it just is. The ego feels like, I'm better than them. I'm better than her. I'm better than he, she, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when the ego gets in the way and it can fuck you up. But to be confident, I encourage that. I encourage, especially like women that have gone through toxic relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be confident, to get that self-esteem back up. But remember, it's esteem of self. It's not, I'm not responsible for how you feel about yourself. I'm not. You're in charge of your own self. It's a self-esteem. It's not outside esteem, okay? So when it comes to this whole concept of like the demands, man, demands that come with, you really think that you are earned something simply because of your looks? Looks will fade. Personality is the thing that lasts the longest. So when your looks fade, and they will fade, okay? your men are left with, or women, you know what I'm saying, for the LGBTQ viewers too. Women are left to deal with your attitude and the entitlement and being ungrateful for things and feeling like people are responsible for your self-esteem. You have life fucked up. I want you to know that right now. This is my perspective on that shit. Because if you want to live life and believe that people owe you something, what's stopping us from feeling the same way, that you owe me something? You know what I mean? So now nobody's moving because both sides feel like they're owed something, and you get nowhere. You know what I mean? You get nowhere. But like for those women, and it's not all women, but it's definitely very heavy in today's society, thanks to men putting women on pedestals. So congratulations to all the men, including myself when I was much younger, who did this, being part of the problem, and building like the egos up. And then it's like equating love to attention. And when you give all this attention to an individual and that they believe that attention equals love, and then you remove that attention, oh boy, you want to find out the narcissist? Do that shit. That's how you kill a narcissist. You starve them of attention, and you'll see them crack. They fucking Pookie in New Jack City, like straight fiend. It's a fiend for your attention, that validation. It's a high. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's not their fault. It's what the system that they were raised in. And you can't help the fact that this is what goes on in America. You know what I mean? Like, as far as like how we pit women so much on pedestals and shit. Some of us do, you know what I'm saying? And because we're taught to do so. And then once you put them so high up, you don't even know how to approach a woman. And truthfully, I believe a woman just wants you to treat her like a human. She just wants to be valued. She just wants to be respected. But you do have those women with the super egos, and they want you to treat them as if they're God's gift to the world. You know what I'm saying? And they got some issues going on with them. They're not all in shape. Some of them don't have jobs. You know what I mean? Like, they live with their parents. And I don't mean helping out your parents. I'm talking about you still, like, in your, you know what I'm saying, later in life, and you're still living with your parents as if you're the child growing up in the home. Like, you have rules. Like, you're not even allowed to have a man over. You know what I mean? Like, nah, my daddy said I can't have. Bitch, you 50. What the fuck you talking about? You know what I mean? And this is, again, it's no judgment. It's observation. Let's call it that. It's observation, because to each its own. Well, all I'm saying is that if you are not bringing something to the table, if you will, where do you come with all the fucking demands? It's asinine, as Stephen A would say. It's clearly asinine to think that you deserve something. Get out of here. I'm done with it. You know, like it's not logical. It's not logical. There's something going on upstairs that needs to be called upon, and, you know, brought to attention. But if you don't think it's a problem, it's not going to change anyway. But this is just my perspective on the thing as to how I feel about women who do nothing. So like some of the women of the world who do nothing and expect everything. And yeah, there are definitely some beta males out there that believe the same shit, that they can do nothing and get everything from a woman. The fact that you want to get everything from your woman lets me further know how much work needs to be done, because you believe your woman is your mother. You know what I mean? And she becomes a parent. She becomes drained. She was not made to be your motherfucking parent. That's just me. That's just my mentality on shit, man. Like, what we're doing here, and for the men that follow this platform, we're leading. You feel me? We're leading. We're not we're not following a woman. Now we'll listen to some advice, we'll take it into account, but still make our own decision. But we're not following no fucking woman. You know what I mean? That's just my mentality. I had to change my mentality because I used to believe in following a woman because I was raised in an environment where a woman, we had a matriarch household. You know what I'm saying? And that's no shot. Don't know any better. You know what I mean? But you can learn. You can unlearn shit. You know what I'm saying? And make a decision to live a different way. It's gonna be uncomfortable at first, but everything is uncomfortable at first, right? So, well, not everything. You get what the fuck I'm saying? Shit. All right. So my thoughts on women and this type of woman that does nothing and expects everything. I'm not responsible for your expectations of me in your mind. Number one, the entitlement is out of control. The ego is out of control. And there's no room for that. How can you have that? How the hell would you be able to have peace with a woman like that? I would love for any man to tell me how you're going to find peace in that type of environment, because I don't believe that you can. And I'll take peace over a woman that complicates my life, hands down. And it's constantly on guard, watching that. You know what I mean? Like, you can catch a one. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be questions that come up, but it's all about your emotional responses. And if you come with an emotional response, that already lets me know that you have some form of entitlement. You feel like you feel like you're deserving of something, right? And that right there is a turnoff, honestly, because I don't deserve anything from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can have a conversation about something, and if we don't agree with it, then that's that. But throwing tantrums is, it's probably worked before. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it's being done. Throwing the tantrum gets your way. But not when you're 30 plus, okay? When you're 30 plus and a woman is throwing a tantrum, you need to disappear, all right? You need to back the fuck up forever, fellas. And ladies, all right? I'm being inclusive here, damn it. All right, for the ladies, if you find yourself in a situation like that, yeah, you definitely want to run for the fucking hills. That's what I recommend. But I do, with all that being said, I send positive and healing energy to those women who are battling something mentally. Clearly, to me, it's a mental issue that's going on, where you were taught to believe that you entitled and all that shit. You know what I mean? Everything that we discussed on this particular topic. But that's my thoughts on it. I wish you well. Keep your toxic ass away from me.